Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Nasrin Padasale. So this is a part 2 video of answer key for question that has been asked for Icmr JRF question paper. So first question is that the outer layer of oocyte is called. So the correct answer is the corona radiata. So this is structure of ovum or oocyte. So here you can able to see the outer layer is made up of follicle cells of corona radiata, and after this the zona pellucida is present. Okay, so the correct answer is corona radiata. Okay. The next question is which bacterium is responsible for the holes in Swiss cheese? So in the Tom and Jerry we can able to see a cheese block will be there where there will be a hole will be there. So the bacteria which is responsible is Bacterium shermani. Okay, so this bacteria will be releasing a carbon dioxide. Just remember, think your bread and all. Okay, so this bacteria will be releasing a carbon dioxide, and that bubble that will be leading to the formation of bubble. This will be leading to hole formation. Okay. Next, what type of lens is used to correct hypermetrophia? So the lens which is used is convex lens, and in case of myopia, concave lens will be employed to treat myopia condition. Next, which hormone is responsible for root growth in the micropropagation or plant tissue culture? So auxin is the hormone. So auxin is responsible for inducing root formation. Okay, whereas cytokine is a shoot growth hormone. Okay. Next, which hormone is responsible for biological clock humor? It is ultimately melatonin hormone. This melatonin is responsible for sleeping behavior and day and night cycle. Okay. Next, which disease condition is responsible for not allowing the paroxysm to function normally? Okay, so this particular disease called Zellweger syndrome is responsible. This particular disease is called paroxysmal disease. Okay, so this is a genetic disease which does not allow the paroxysm to function normally. Okay. Next, pyridoxal phosphate facilitate the transfer of. So this particular enzyme is involved in this. So this particular compound is being play an important role in transamidation reaction. So you all know what is meant by transamidation. It's a biological process by which the living cells will be transforming an amino group from either from amine molecule or alpha amino molecule to an alpha keto group. So the correct answer is that this particular enzyme, that is PLP enzymes, are involved in transporting the amine, transferring the amine group or amino group. Next, a man is suffering from a disease, marries a normal woman. So in this case, the father is diseased and mother is normal. They have all the daughters who are diseased and all sons who are normal. So the daughters are diseased and the sons are normal. So what is the type of inheritance pattern? The correct answer is X-linked dominant. Okay, so this disease cannot be autosomal dominant or autosomal recessive, because in that case sons also should be affected, but in this case all sons are normal. Okay, so this is not a correct option. So here you can able to see all daughter has inherited a disease from a deceased father, therefore it is a sex-linked disease. So we should know whether it is sex-linked dominant or recessive. Okay, next thing, only daughters are affected, not the sons. So this disease is a X-linked and not Y-linked diseases, because father would transmit the disease to son also. Okay, and then in this particular disease case the mother is normal, so the daughter ultimately they will be inheriting another copy of X chromosome from his father. Next, this particular trait is expressed in a heterozygous condition in daughters of first generation, therefore this trait is ultimately a dominant trait. So the correct answer is X-linked dominant. Okay. So the next, a vitamin whose content increases following the conversion of milk into curd by lactic acid bacteria. So you should know the nutritional value of milk and curd is ultimately different. So curd is much more nutrition when compared to milk, because lactose present in the milk will be converted into lactic acid by lactobacillus microorganism. So during this process, the nutrition value of curd will be increased. And one vitamin which increases content is vitamin B12, which increases during the conversion of milk into curd. Next, there is a question that has been asked with regarding to RNA polymerase and DNA polymerase. So you should know DNA polymerase require a primer for doing the DNA replication, whereas RNA polymerase does not require any primer to initiate transcription. Next, DNA polymerase will be active during the S phase of interphase, whereas RNA polymerase will be active during G1 or G2 phase of growth phase. Next, the prebiotic atmosphere of Earth was a reducing nature. It was transformed into an oxidizing atmosphere of present day. Okay, so there was the atmosphere of Earth was reducing, but actually it will get transformed into oxidizing environment. So which bacteria or which, due to the emergence of which particular organism this particular occurring is being? So Cyanobacteria, which is also called as blue-green algae, they are photosynthetic prokaryotic organism and they evolved 3 million years back. Okay, So this cyanobacteria, they evolve oxygenic photosynthesis process, and this cyanobacteria actually pave the way for evolution of aerobic bacteria formation. So cyanobacteria is responsible for converting the reducing environment to oxidizing environment. Next, which of the following or which amino acid bears this guanidine group? The correct answer is arginine. So arginine is again essential amino acid which will be containing a positively charged guanido functional group. Okay, the side chain you can able to see this particular functional group. Next, which among the following alcoholic drink is produced without distillation? Okay, so without distillation or with distillation, I don't know correct question, but let me tell you, beverages like whiskey, rum, brandy, vodka are produced by the process called distillation. Okay, sorry, distillation. Whereas some other like beer, wine are produced by a process called fermentation. Okay, so your rum, whiskey, brandy, vodka are produced by distillation process. Okay, whereas your beer and wine are being produced by the process called fermentation. Next, there was a question. A rectangular glass slab is placed over a piece of paper in which WebGR has been printed with each letter into a corresponding color. So V is written as violet color, B is written as blue, G green color. The letter of which color appear to be raised maximum and which color is minimum. Okay, so violet color will be appear to be raised maximum, and we can see that violet color easily because the refractive index is very much high. Okay, while the red color will be having a lower refractive index, that's why red color will be seen at last or it will be raised in a minimum. Next, if AT content of a particular DNA is 45%, then what is the content of G? So the amount of A and T makes 45%. So what is the percentage of C and G? It is 55%. So 100 minus 45, 55. They are asking only the amount of guanine alone they are asking. So if you divide 55 by 2, then you will be getting 27.5. So the content of guanine will be 27.5. So there was a question with regarding to Yamanaka factor or highly expressed in embryonic stem cells, and what is the condition that if they are overexpressed. So if this particular factors are overexpressed, mean they can induce a pluripotency both in mouse as well as human somatic cell. So you can refer this particular article which was been published in 2008. In the abstract result they had mentioned Yamanaka factor, if they get overexpressed, means they can induce the pluripotency in mouse and human somatic cells. So if you still want more answers for few particular questions, then please type the questions in the comments box below so that I can give you answer. So I thank Rimmi Rana ma'am who had given a numerous question for making this particular video. So thank you for providing all the questions, ma'am. Thank you so much. So thank you friends. Thanks for watching this video.